If you want to spend thousands of dollars on ads without getting any of your money back, then click off this video. I'll be teaching you how to write good ad copy and optimize for conversions. We have used these exact strategies for brands like Qualipads and Foodstuff to double their revenue within 1 year. I've taken my side hustle as an agency to a full-time business and scaled it to multiple six figures. I've been going through all of the mistakes and errors you do as an agency in the start, so now I have complete control over multiple ad accounts, businesses, and different platforms. As you can see here, our ads for Foodstuff is working really well. We have a ROAS with over 7 to 9 across the whole year, which we have been scaling consistently. They have now doubled their business through advertising, and now we're going to scale their email marketing as well. The reason why this ad works is we are showing multiple products, the ad copy is good, and our targeting is very good. This ad is really not very special, but the targeting has been very good. Here is another ad from Foodstuff where we highlight nature and their products as well, and their copy is just concise and speaks to fall, which were the season when we run this ad. Here is another ad that's been running for 6 months with over 4 ROAS for their brand. We are playing on healthy dogs with a good and concise ad copy. It also reflects the target audience with their copy in terms of sustainability, and also they point out that they're the only store in their country that has this brand. Here you see one of our clients' SaaS product ads. We targeted people from 50 years plus because this is a SaaS product for finding out who is calling you, and we see a huge rise in spam calls. And this app solves that problem. It shows you if it's a scam, if it's a spam or a sales call. Our particular target audience really resonated with this because they're very insecure of who's calling them. So on this particular campaign, we got a very cheap cost per download, and then we converted those downloads into full paying customers with a ROAS of 5 and more. Now let's look at some less effective ads. As you can see here, the ad is 1. The picture is cut in the middle of a face, which cuts out the person. We don't like to see that. We like to see actual faces and people in our ads. And the copy reads very badly. It just says do as X person. We don't know who X person is, and it's not a big influencer, so we can't relate to that person. It's not really a UGC ad because it's a still image, and it's placed on quality to a reasonable price. But the problem with this ad is that this is not a built-up brand, it's a fairly new brand, and you can't just sell on price and quality. With a new brand, you need to build up brand equity, which is why this ad led to 0 sales and just 6 clicks. So ad copy and ad performance is determined mainly by the first couple of sentences and words in your ad copy. It needs to stop the scroll, it needs to capture your attention. We do a couple of different types of copy. Something we call Anticopy is working really well. It's something like we said in the beginning of this video. If this isn't for you, then just keep scrolling, because we don't want you in our demographic, we don't want you to buy. A good example of this is a friend of mine who runs an e-com store for flip-flops, and his copy is, if you like to have back pain, don't buy these. It's a very good ad copy, it's still working. We'll probably see a decline in that sometime soon because it gets overused, and then we're back. So remember, on Facebook you only see a couple of lines of copy, and then you have to press see more to actually see more of the ad and the copy. So you have to sell the ad and the product or service in the first couple of sentences. On Instagram you just have 1 sentence before you have to click see more. So remember, the first line of copy has to be really good. So remember to optimize your headlines, speak directly to your target audience. Remember, you can target different people with the same product or service, but you can write different kinds of copy. So let's say our product both sells to men and women, then split the audience and then write copy directed at men and then copy directed at women, because people respond to different things. You can also do a lot more under that, but remember to keep your audience in top of mind when you write your copy. Keep their desires and wants in mind. Make it achievable and avoid empty promises. Also, Meta especially has beaten down on this lately. You can't promise $1 million income in 30 days, then your ad will be blocked. So it's obvious that you need to make factual claims. So in the body of your ad copy, it should be a continuation of your headline. So your headline can't read weight loss here and then talk about going to McDonald's. It's no connection between the headline and the ad copy. It should be a continuation of the headline and then get them to read as much as possible and then clicking that. Remember, you can always play on emotional strings. Try open loops. Try to create a sense of urgency for the reader. For example, you can only have 10 spaces available, and then next time they see the ad you have reduced that to 7. We tried this with our SEO campaign in Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and it really worked. So we signed a couple of new clients on that sense of urgency. And a pro tip from me, the sense of urgency should be real. It's okay that you write maximum 10, but then just take 10, don't take more. The truth will eventually come out. The body, the headline, and the creative should all send the same message, talk to the same person. That will make it easier for them to click, and the cost for you to get them to your page or to opt in to some sort of lead will be lower. Remember also, repetition wastes space. Your ad copy should be unique. You shouldn't repeat the same message over and over in the same ad. You can do same message in different types of ads, but we need some variety in our creative spaces. So let's take a look at how small tweaks to ad copy can make a big difference. As you can see here, it's the same creative as in the earlier ads for the same brand. We took the whole video as an ad, not just a screenshot of it. It's not cut in the middle of her face. In this placement, it's unfortunately a little bit cut, but most of our ad budget went to Reels and Stories, which is where it's full format. We just changed the copy to speak to our target audiences, which is this set is fit for all types of workouts. And then we wrote sale on our best sellers with some emojis, make it pop from the timeline. As you can see, we have over 37 likes and reactions on this ad, which means we got some social proof on our ad. Makes it sell much easier, and then people already trust it because over 30 people already liked and gave their approval to this ad, which also made it convert to sales. You can also incorporate some different hooks and open loops to encourage the reader or the viewer to actually see more of your ad or click read more, or just click directly to your website. You always have the opportunity to be somewhat controversial. It depends on what brand you're trying to build and if you want everyone to like you, or you just want a particular demographic to like or buy your services. I have some other general tips for you. You can incorporate popular search terms. So you can go to Google Trends or Google Keyword Planner in your Google ad account, and then you can see popular trends or popular keywords in your niche, and then you can respond to them in your ad copy or headline. That will create a higher click-through rate and also more engagement on your ad. Some of your ads might be on search terms and keywords or trends, like I just told you, and some of them might be on just hard sell. Try balancing the act of providing value and selling. You should always have more than one ad in your ad set. So remember, you can try up to 5 different headlines, 5 different ad copies in your Facebook ad set. You can also address objections in your ad copy or in your ad description. We usually know what people will say or object when we try to sell them our product or services. You can speak directly to them in your ad, which will make them either click or read more or watch more of your video, which is great because then you collect more data to advertise later on. Some locations your ad display URL will be visible, so remember you should clean up your URL, and then also you can choose your display path. So if your landing page is to your SEO offer, then your display path should be something with SEO in the title. If you have SEO and they land on a page with paid ads, that's just misdirecting the people, and they will click off your webpage immediately. Especially on Google, you should utilize all assets possible. You should do this on Facebook as well. Use as many headlines and ad copies as possible. But on Google, you have site links, you have logos, you have images, you have callouts and structured snippets. All of them, use them, and then your ad will take up as much space as possible, which is great because then your competitors will have less space. And while brand is important, don't force your slogans or your brand down people's throat. They will relate to you if they like your brand. For most of us, the primary objective is actually to sell the service or the product, not the company as a whole. If you found this video helpful and want to learn how to flood your business with high intent leads, check out my comprehensive step-by-step guide on how to get more leads with paid social media ads. It covers everything you need to know about how to outperform 99% of your competition. If you want to work with an agency with a proven track record for getting customers to paid social media ads, you can book a call with me to have a quick chat. The link is in the description. Make sure to subscribe if you want to learn how to grow your business and scale through paid ads. Peace.